Hey y'all, hey. We are live. I'm going to give y'all just a second to hop on here. And then we are about to get started. I'm going to share it to my groups right quick. I'm going to give y'all a second to hop on here. Listen, I have something really big in store for you guys this evening. Let me see, just a second. Sharing it to my groups. And we're going to get started. If you are, let's see, if you're watching this live, drop a 1. Y'all know how I do this. If y'all watching a replay, drop a replay. So listen, I'm so glad that y'all are coming to spend the block with me. I hope y'all brought y'all wine. And I hope that y'all are ready to take some notes. Okay? So if it is your first time catching me live, my name is Melanie Drury Allen. I build, brand, and grow businesses through strategies, funnels. We make your business marketable and we make you ready to scale and ready to go to the next level. So tonight we will be going over what needs to go into your 2023 marketing strategy. We're going to be covering being intentional. We're going to be covering different steps that you'll need to take. So y'all will definitely want to share this video. So hey y'all, I cannot see who is jumping on here, but thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. So guys, let me pull it up on my computer as well. I got my notes. So tell me what it is that you guys sell. Because I'm going to be using real world examples. Tell me what it is that you guys, let me see. Tell me what it is that you guys are selling so that I'll be able to give y'all, those real world examples. Okay. Hey, y'all. I don't know if y'all dropping comments and I just can't see it. Let me see. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, drop me a 1. Hey, Kev. Hey, bro. Let's see. Hey, Ebony. Okay. Now I see you saying hey. Okay. So, guys, first things first. Do you want to know? Thank you, Ebony. Do you guys want to know why 2% of business owners make it and 98% don't? Let's start there. Hey, Catrice. Hey, Jamonica. Listen, the answer is mindset. It sounds cliche as hell, I know, but the answer is really mindset. When business is slow, when you're not getting sales and you feel like you're not even walking in your purpose anymore, listen, that's when it's time to lean into your strategy. That's when it's time to go harder. Okay? You have to commit to becoming a student. You have to commit to becoming a student. And it's not the most fun thing in the world to talk about. But listen, if you go to a pop-up shop and somebody is there that sells the same thing that you do, and they're more knowledgeable than you are, you still have some learning to do. Okay, you still have some learning to do. So listen, I'm encouraging you guys, before we dive off into this strategy, I'm encouraging you guys to come out of that introvert and humble spirit. So many of us have it where we're still playing small. We're still playing small. And it's time for you to start. Hey, Dreamless Hair. Hey, Catrice. It's time for you to protect your vision. It's time for you to protect your vision. What that means is, when you get out of your car every evening, you set the alarm, right? You lock it. You make sure you hear the horn honk, right? When you leave your house, you probably set an alarm, right? You have boundaries for your children as well, right? They can't do certain things. You have rules for your household, but you're not protecting the vision that you have in your head and that you're trying to pull out and monetize and have an impact on people, right? You're letting your customers dictate what happens in your business, and your vision is not protected. You also probably feel drained when you leave from being around certain people. Hey, Brianna. Hey, boo. You feel drained when you leave from around certain people. And that's because we're still trying to get other people to understand our vision. when our prescription for our vision is not meant for them. So I'm encouraging you, and why we're even starting with mindset is because it's more important than the strategy itself. It's more important than the strategy itself. People can steal your peace. They can steal your joy. Their negativity or whatever they're doing that's draining you. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like kind of like they're leeching off you. They're leeching off your energy, so to speak. So we're letting people walk away with the things that we need. This looks like every time we leave a certain person and we've told them our goals, we've told them our vision, we've told them what we feel like God has called us to do, and we feel drained because we're collecting those red flags. We feel empty when we leave from around being around this type of person, right? Stop collecting those red flags. Those feelings, that energy, those red flags that you're collecting, that's already letting us know that they can't come to the next level with us. They can't come to the next level with us. Okay? So we're committing to not pouring in from an empty cup next year. For 2023, before we even go into that strategy, y'all type I commit in the comments. We're committing to not pouring from an empty cup for next year. Okay? We're not deterring from our plans, our visions, our goals. Our life and business is top tier, like period. Our life and business is top tier. And it's like a exclusive party. And it's by invite only. So some of the things that we're holding on to that you know you need to let go of, we're not taking those into the next year with us, okay? So another thing we won't be doing is we aren't creating products and new services because the one person who has told you all year, oh girl, I'm gonna come by. But this same woman or the same person, like if you sell candles, you got somebody in your DM, girl, I'm gonna buy. But when Bath and Body Works had their candle sale, they went over there and ran up a bag. And that same person was like, well, if you just had this, I would buy. So here you are rushing to create something new when in reality, they're not going to buy from you anyway. We're not leaving the plan that we have. We're not exiting from our goals. We're not letting other people dictate where we're going. This next season that we're going in, it requires you to step into your greatness that you've been seeing, but you're not acting on it because you're afraid of what the next level looks like. You're still comparing your level 1 to somebody else's level 8, or you want your business to be perfect before you really just hop out there and promote it like that. Well, I'm letting you know that it does not have to be perfect. It does not have to be perfect. Hey, Jess. Okay. Now, the next thing is I'm encouraging you guys to heal from traumas. Write yourself a letter, a detailed letter, and tear it up. We're detaching from those things. We're forgiving ourselves for the things that we held on to because those things affect our business. We can't truly help our customers. Okay? We can't truly help people if we are tore up ourselves. Hey, Tiara. Hey, girl, tuning in from work. Hey, boo. Okay? Hey, Nina. I want y'all to understand that you're looking for a cutting edge strategy. You're looking for something new, something innovative to set you apart from the competition. When literally your vibe with how you run your business is what's finna set you apart. Knowing what to do and implementing that in your own authentic and unique way is what's going to set you apart. And you're looking for something cutting edge. You're looking for something that's just going to change the game in your niche, right? You don't have to do that. Okay, you don't have to do that. We can't help the people that we're assigned to if we're tore up and if we're not healed ourselves. Okay? Remember that you can't have the testimony without having the test. Success cannot be forced. Your business will cause you to elevate on all levels. Your business will cause you to elevate on all levels. The Melanie that you see today is not the Melanie that I was 2 years ago. I had to grow. In order for me to grow my business, to be prepared for payroll, to have assistance, I had to mentally grow before my business could grow. Okay? Now, next year, we are also committed to not going back to a recycled strategy. So I want y'all to pick a word for next year. And y'all tell me in the comments what y'all word is. My word is alignment for next year. I want to be aligned with all the people that I am supposed to help with their businesses, with their mindset, whatever that looks like for me. I'm not quite sure yet, honestly, but that's what I know that God has called me to do, is be aligned and being able to truly help people. Shanika said consistency. Okay. Catrice said alignment. Okay, these are some good words. Erica said consistency. Okay, I love this. Hey, Shay. Hey, boo. So I just want y'all to understand these things, okay? So Brandy said consistency. These are our words. I want y'all to write these down. Because when it comes to our business, we have to be able to know our customers better than anybody else. Okay, we have to be able to know our customers better than anybody else. I see y'all words rolling. Y'all got some good words. Faith over fear, femininity, committed, healing and freedom. Y'all got some good words. These are great. I don't want y'all to watch this live and hop off and then it's out of sight, out of mind. I want these to be things that we are truly committed to. Okay? Now, marketing starts after you know who your customer is. It starts after you know who your audience is. Oh, my assistant's on here. Hey, Ebony. Hey, Nicole. Hey, boo. So, y'all, your brand is not marketable until you have been able to center your messaging around a certain group of people that you will be catering to. Okay, you have to know who you're talking to, because everybody is not your customer. Believe it or not, everybody is not your customer. Even though it don't matter if you sell toothpaste. Are you focused on people who have plaque buildup? People who need additional whitening for their teeth? Okay, people who may not have enough enamel. Think about it. Even toothpaste have been focused on certain groups of people, and so they cater that marketing to those people. Does this make sense, y'all? Drop me a 2. Everyone is not your customer. When you try to communicate with everyone, we end up resonating with no one. So let me tell you guys what strategic marketing is. Okay? And I want y'all to understand this. So I got the technical definition from Google. So strategic marketing is the use of marketing disciplines to achieve organizational goals by developing and maintaining a sustainable competitive advantage. It addresses high-level considerations such as what markets to target, which services to offer, and how to price and promote them. Okay, we got it? So let's talk about some of the things. This is where you need to take your notes. If you're taking notes, pull out your pens, your pads, your typewriters, all that good stuff, because the official content for the strategy is beginning, okay? So guys, the first thing is fundamentals. Somebody take notes for me in the comments. Fundamentals, because there will not be a replay. Fundamentals. This is your specialization, okay? Your fundamentals is the specialization, which means this is the process of concentrating on and becoming an expert in a particular skill. You have to be the go-to person within your niche. The go-to person. This means that when you are the go-to person, you know everything, or you're learning about everything about what it is that you sell. This is why it's so important to be able to educate your audience about what it is that you sell. Thank you, Marquita, for taking notes. Okay? When it's time to show up and educate people about how to use your products, when does it fit into their lifestyle? How does it work? These are things that you should be able to communicate. I always say, if you can tell a 5th grader about your business and how your products and services work, that's when you're really good at being able to explain what it is that you do or how to use it, right? So your focus needs to be concentrated on learning the most that you can. This needs to be communicated in your content, your emails, your text messaging efforts, right? Wherever you market it. This could be pop-up shops. You have to educate people about what it is that you offer. How many of us have ever bought a car? You didn't go to the car lot and just be like, give me what you got, right? You went and they told you about some of the benefits and the features that the cars had, right? And then you made a buying decision based off what you learned. Some of us go to the car lot and we know how to research, right? And so we already know what we want. But even if the car salesman shows us something different, they still tell us how it works. Are there additional features that aren't listed? What they like about it? What other customers have said about it? This is the same way that you need to show up for your business in the online and the offline space, especially if you're doing pop-up shops as well, right? Now, we don't want to be a jack or a Jill of all trades. Okay? We don't want to appeal to everyone. Now, write this down. Differentiation. This is number 2. Differentiation. If y'all taking notes, put this in the comments. Your differentiation is what sets you apart from everybody else who sells what you sell. Listen, there is no reward for being the cheapest or the second cheapest person in the online space selling it. When I'm doing consult calls, I talk to so many dope people and I'm like, what sets you apart? Well, I'm cheaper than such and such on TikTok. I'm cheaper than such and such on Instagram. There's no reward for being the cheapest. And a lot of times when you're setting that to be your unique selling point, you're eating up your profit margin. Some people are in the red. It's like once they factor in and learn what all needs to be factored in, it's like you paying them to buy your stuff because you're not making no money. Some of you are like, man, I'm getting sales, but I don't know where my money going. And it's because you don't have a profit margin. So as soon as you fulfill the order, your Stripe, PayPal, Square, Shopify store, whatever you're using, it only got $5 or $6 in there. That's not enough for you to even pay yourself off of as the business owner. How can we ever hire help or scale something that does not have a profit margin at all? Okay, so I'm encouraging you to have a good customer experience. That's the easiest way to set yourself apart from the competition, is having a good customer experience. Every single one of your customers who come to you should have the same experience, actually, right? When you come in, if you're a product-based business, they need to know, like, if it takes 2 to 5 days to make it, get it, whatever, to ship it. If you have lightning fast, we ship the same day type of thing. That's great. But you need to communicate that so that your customers can have an experience. Are you sending them a coupon off of their next purchase? What are you doing to have a top tier customer experience? I want you guys to start implementing that, because some of us we're doing our best out here, but our customers are like, something's missing, right? Okay. Marquita said the Chick-fil-A effect. Facts. Because it's going to be a great day at Chick-fil-A. They're going to tell you it's 96 degrees outside. Okay. They're going to make sure that you have a good experience. Now, something that I often tell my clients in my programs is actually, speaking of Chick-fil-A, thank you for that, Marquita, is, do you want to be the McDonald's of your niche or the Chick-fil-A? Do you want to be the Walmart or the Target of your niche? And this is really important because while Walmart and McDonald's, they are lower priced brands, their unique selling point is convenience. Okay, it's convenient and it's affordable. They have a different target audience than the people who prefer and have the budget for Chick-fil-A and Target. Okay, so the people who prefer Chick-fil-A and Target, they're willing to pay a little bit more money so that they can have more of an experience. Okay, hey Jasmine, thank you. Does this make sense, y'all? So y'all tell me, do y'all want to be the Walmart or do y'all want to be the Target of your brand? Because if you're choosing to be the Target and the Chick-fil-A of your brand, your unique selling point is not going to be affordable. It's not going to be convenient. Your target audience is going to have a completely different set of pain points. Okay? LaShonda said the Target. Yes, that means we're going for top tier customers. Do you hear me? Period. Top tier customers. Okay? Yes, thank you for this. I've been so discouraged. Yes, we finna encourage you all up and through this live. All up and through this live training, y'all. So listen, the next thing is, let's figure out what makes you different. What makes you different? Because a lot of us are working so hard to create some really dope brands, but we end up blending in because we're looking at what works for such and such that sells the same thing. And we can't see the front end of people's strategy in the online streets. We cannot. So sometimes we're working hard to stand out. And when we look around us at the other people, we're really blending in. We don't want to blend in. We want to stand out from the competition. We want customers to choose us over the competition. It's not going to require a huge rebrand. It's not going to require $100,000 photo shoot, right? It's not going to require those things. It's going to require you to show up and communicate. That's what it requires, okay? So how are you different? What is your competitive advantage for your business? Talking about your beliefs in your brand. What does your brand stand for? My brand embodies 3 things: mom, boss, wife. Those are 3 authentic things that I do. Y'all know I'm a mom of 6. Y'all know I'm a wife. Y'all know that I run my marketing agency. I have a ton of contractors and employees. And that's what I show y'all. I show you that as a high school dropout who turned around and made not only myself 6 figures, but multiple people 6 figures. I have $1 million clients. So I'm literally showing you what's possible. I'm showing you that your current condition doesn't determine your ambition. Okay? Because I was a horrible employee. I was a horrible student in school. Okay? But as a business owner, I get out here and I kill it, and I teach other people how to kill it. So I show people not to let their current circumstances talk them out of the next level and talk them out of their dreams. Those are 3 things that my brand embodies. So a lot of the clients that I end up getting are moms, wives, and bosses, right? No matter if they're still working a 9 to 5 or if they're working their business full time. Okay? I want you guys to understand that. I want you to pick 3 words, and y'all don't have to tell me. We just talked about having your guard up and being able to protect your vision. But I want you to write down, pick 3 words that I want my brand to embody. Do you want your brand to sell confidence? Do you want women to feel confident? Whoever your audience is, do you want them to feel confident? How do you want these people to feel when they come across your brand? How do you want them to feel? And make it authentic to you. Okay, my brand is not, it's elite, it's top tier, okay? But it's that way because that's how I really feel about my personal life and about my brand, and that's what I embody. So I show y'all in my reels, my kids, I show y'all date night, I show y'all when I get to travel for my business, but it wasn't always like this. Okay, it was not always like this, okay? Confident, beautiful, and fun, then that's what you need to show. It needs to embody your lifestyle, okay? Now, being able to show these things from your perspective, from yours. Because remember, customers buy from people that they know, like, and trust. We want our customers to be able to trust us. We want to be able to show testimonials. We want other people to be able to say, hey, I shop with Melanie. I love her business. We want to be able to build a tribe, a community around our brand. Think about how many people are like, I love Chick-fil-A. They have a very strong tribe. Then you see people who are like, I love McDonald's. They got these adult Happy Meals. Like, it's lit over here, right? Every brand that you love has a tribe of people around their brand. You want to be able to have that same trust. If you're from Texas, I don't know if any other state has a HEB, but we have a HEB in Texas. And I know I see on Facebook that people are like, I love HEB so much that if HEB had a car, I'd buy it. Listen, I can relate. It's the only place I'm grocery shopping. I'm a part of their tribe. They meat always fresh. You're going to get a good experience. Like, people are helpful. It's like the Target of grocery stores, kind of similar to a Publix, but without all the restaurants inside. Listen, okay? So you want to be able to have a community around what it is that you're selling. Okay? Now, the next thing I want y'all to write in the comments is segmentation. Okay? Segmentation. This is what are you focused on in your brand, if you don't know what you're focused on, it's easy to lose focus because you don't have anything concrete that you're standing on. Okay? Catrice said that's like Publix. Baby, I'm in the country. We don't have a Publix. Our nearest one is in Houston. I'm in the country. But listen, I like to go when I'm not in the country, when I'm outside. So your segmentation, I want you to take a look at different segments of your audience. Okay, different segments. So what this means is we're going to use, let's see, we'll use hair. I get a lot of people who sell hair. So segment 1, this is women who enjoy looking nice. And these are people who have great corporate jobs. Okay, sis she got the wig, she got the bundles. Okay, sis is going to drop a bag on her hair. Okay, it's going to look nice. She may want something customized, like custom colors. She may let you install it if you do hair as well. If you don't, she has her go-to stylist, but she's going to have a budget for the top tier bundles or wigs that you offer, right? That would be the first segment of your audience. The second segment of your audience would be transgender men who cross-dress. They're both interested in hair, but they have very different values, very different spending habits. The transgender man who's attending the drag shows, things like that, think about it. He has to make enough money to have the outfits that he wears when he's in his regular masculine clothing. But when it's time to go outside and he's competing in drag shows, he has to have the budget for that as well. So who is it that you're targeting? Because if you try to target both and you're talking to drag men, those women who have those corporate jobs are going to overlook you because what you're talking about is not relevant. And vice versa. If you're talking to the women with the corporate jobs, the drag men may overlook you because what you're putting out content-wise is not going to resonate with them. Hey, Crystal. Hey, boo. So I want you guys to understand this. This helps you see who you need to focus on and what they truly need. This is your target audience because I want you to tap into those psychographical traits. And when I say tap in, don't tell me, oh, well, they married, they like Chick-fil-A. No, when I say tap in, I mean tap the hell in. Like, I want you to know what keeps them up at night. What are their past experiences that they've had when they have, hey, Hillary, what are their past experiences that they've had when they have shopped with other people? Did it shed too much? Because I'm tired of y'all getting on live and y'all shaking these $500 bundles and wigs, but ain't told us why we need that. It's kind of like a tax preparer crossing our arms. We don't care how hard you cross your arms. You're not doing our taxes. I don't care how hard you shake them $500 bundles. I'm not buying them. Tell me why I need those. The person who solves the most problems and pain points is the person who gets the biggest bag at the end of the day. You have to know who you're talking to. When you come into the online space, your content ends up, you have this grand production, roll the curtains back. This is going to be a production. And then when nobody likes it, you like, I planned it. Ooh, I don't know. Now you're starting to feel crazy, right? You're starting to feel like maybe this ain't my purpose. I don't know. When the reality is that you aren't tapped in and you're not sure what they need to see. Content doesn't have to be a grand production. It just has to be valuable to your audience. Money always follows the value. Marquita said transgender who are becoming women identify as women, they are different from drag queens and get highly offended. Oh, look, I'm sorry, but I get what you're saying. Look, I am not knowledgeable about that field. I have a few people I know that are close to me that are kind of in the realm of both. So I know it's a lot of different terms and I guess terminologies about it. I just haven't learned it. So look, forgive me for my ignorance on that part because I'm not 100% sure. So thank you for letting me know that, Marquita. So guys, I want you guys to also write down about 10 pain points. And your pain point list is forever growing. Okay, it's forever growing. When you are writing down pain points, don't just say they're looking for good hair. Why are they looking for good hair? Are they looking for good hair because they bought hair from somebody else and it was tangled? Are they looking for something that a wig they can snatch off their head and kind of brush that thing out and put it back on for work tomorrow? What exactly are they looking for? What do they struggle with? And remember, we sell to our audience by listening to them. You sell by listening to your audience. If you listen and you look at them, especially on social media, they're going to tell you everything that you need to know. They're going to tell you what songs they like. Look at their stories. They're going to tell you what songs they like, what restaurants they frequent, what their favorite foods are, where their favorite places to shop at. They're going to tell you all of those things because people love checking in. People do get ready with me. My Shein haul, my Zara haul. I went to Nordstrom and this was my experience. They're telling you their psychographical traits. They're telling you all the things that they like, dislike. Okay, we have to learn to tap in and to pay attention. Okay? Now, the fifth thing, if you're taking notes, is concentration and focus. Concentration and focus. Somebody write that in the comments for me. Listen, we want to focus on that group of people that we just chose, and we're going to tailor all of our marketing efforts to them. We're going to tailor all of our marketing efforts. This means our messaging, the resources. If you're a person like me who likes to give out like a resource here and there, it needs to be helpful to your audience. Our time, our money, our advertising, all of this needs to be catered to this audience. Thank you, Crystal. It's really easier than ever. Are you talking about the pain points? Once you know what to look for in the pain points, it does become pretty simple. Okay, it does become pretty simple. Now that we have our audience, next, number 6 is who. This is our ITM. Your ITM is your ideal target market. Okay? Y'all getting some marketing terminology. Your ideal target market. What this is a target market. Sorry, lost my place. Y'all know I got my notes. Your target market for a product is the people who are most likely to use that product. Whereas a target audience for a product is the people most likely to purchase the product. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? Okay. Your target market for a product is the people who are most likely to use the product, whereas the target audience is the people who are most likely to purchase. Okay, we got that. So we want to know what motivates them to purchase. Does them seeing perhaps a tutorial on how to use it, is that what they need to see to purchase? Do they need to see a testimonial? Do they need to be educated? If you have a skincare line, why aren't you showing people a morning routine, a nighttime routine? Why aren't you telling people these things? Because people need to learn. They will find those types of things valuable. A lot of you guys are too scared to get in front of the camera. And I know the fear comes from you don't know who's watching on the other end. You may stumble over your words. Listen, as country as I am from a small town in Texas, y'all can get on here and do reels and lives, okay? You have to overcome that fear. When I did my first live years ago when The Future first came out, my mama was the only one on my live. And she was like, yes, that's my baby. And I was like, no, sis, get off here. This is not for you. But I kept going because we can't afford as business owners to revert back to strategies and tactics that are not working. You have to challenge yourself to get out of your comfort zone. And you have to know your audience. You have to know what motivates them to purchase from you. Okay, now keep this in mind. When you start showing up consistently, when you start posting consistently about your business, when you start speaking directly to a certain type of client, when you start sending out your emails and your text message blasts consistently, people will unsubscribe from your list. They will. And I know that scares a lot of people. But think of it as they have churned out. Your churn rate is how many people are falling out of your funnel. Now, if it's too many, now if you have 5,000 subscribers and 3,500 of them have unsubscribed, now that means it's a problem somewhere in the marketing and in the actual the buying process. That means we need to figure out what that is, what that problem is. But if a few people unsubscribe and churn themselves out of your list, all that means is that they're no longer interested in what it is that you're offering. Okay, that's all the churn rate is. Okay, every business has a churn rate. No business has a 100% closing rate. No business. Not Amazon, not Target. We have all walked in a store and looked around and been like, okay, I don't need anything in here. Or maybe I was just coming to be nosy because it's a new store. But we've all walked out. Okay, this makes space for the people who actually need what it is that you have to offer. Okay, I know it's a lot of new people jumping on here on Facebook. So if it is your first time catching me live, my name is Melanie Jerry Allen. I build, brand, and grow businesses. We make your business marketable and we make you ready to scale. Okay, so Marquita said they're moving out of the way for the real money. This is facts. Okay, period. This is facts. For every one person who unsubscribe, you can honestly expect 10 more people who are interested to actually show up and subscribe. Once you stay consistent, I may have had 12 unsubscribes in the last 60 days from my email list, but I had over 63 new subscribers to my email list. So did the 12 who weren't opening, the 12 who weren't engaging with me, did that really hurt now that they were replaced with more people, right? So, guys, I'm encouraging you to make all of your marketing efforts consistent because now you know who you're talking to. Think of the conversation. If you and I were to have a one-on-one conversation, you know I do marketing, so we would have some things to talk about. You own the business, right? So when we are like, I don't know what to say to my audience, you do know what to say. You're going to talk about what it is you offer. You're going to drop some gems. You're going to get them some free game. You're going to give them some value. And the reason being is because we want to build that know, like, and trust factor. You can't be scared of selling to your audience. Some of y'all are like, I don't want to sell that often. I feel like I'm begging. And it's not. How many McDonald's commercials have you seen about a McGriddle? About a Big Mac? They got them on the radio. They have them on billboards. They have them on TV. They got 2 or 3 commercials for the same thing, right? At no point in their marketing efforts when they were paying for these advertisements did they say, y'all think we're doing too much? We might be begging. No, they are going to show up and they're going to promote their business. You have to be able to show up and promote your business, okay? Now, I want you guys to also think of number 7 is the what. Number 6 was who, but number 7 is what. If you're taking notes, write that down. Marquita said Fashion Nova is super thirsty. Okay, don't y'all be afraid to promote your business, and Fashion Nova will send y'all 14 text messages and emails in 48 hours. Now, this is the what. This is your offer, your message, your content, your desires, and knowing what your audience fears are. Okay? The better you know who it is that you're talking to, the easier it is for you to connect. Your business is the bridge that takes them from Struggle Street to Prosperity Park. You taking them from misery to miracles. Okay? So I want y'all to know that the offers that you have, they are good. You don't have to keep relaunching and revamping. Your messaging probably needs to improve. And when your messaging and how you communicate with your audience is updated, now your content is automatically better. You do not have to be perfect to get sales. Before I had Hype Marketing House, I had MDA, and it was neon pink and it had glitter in it. And I made a ton of money with a hot pink glittery brand. Okay? I just revamped. It'll be a year in November. And I revamped. The only reason why I rebranded is because my audience started to shift. And my audience that I have now is definitely not the same as the audience that I had back when I had MDA. They started to shift because people were making money. People were talking about it. You see the testimonials that I show. I started getting a different caliber of client. That's why I rebranded. Let's see. Crystal said, and they're going to keep running the same ad over and over in case you missed it. Okay, this is facts. Hey, Sherry. So I want y'all to understand this. Okay? Now, number 8 is the where. The where. Okay? This is, where will you market your business? How will you show up to attract them? Now, y'all, this is one of my favorite things to talk about, okay? Now, this is the thing, y'all. When you are showing up on these social media platforms, a lot of times we like, I got to be on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter. You all over the place. And you end up multitasking. So this is the thing. Whatever platform you're on, monetize the whole platform. What that looks like is if you're a product-based business and you are on Facebook, listen, you need to be on the feed, in the stories, in Marketplace, posting reels, utilizing these groups. Monetize the whole platform because people shop different ways and they hang out on different parts of the platform. If you notice, the same people's stories that you see a lot of times are not the same people you see on your feed. The people that you see and interact with in groups are not the same people that you see on the feed and in the stories. Same thing with the reels. The reels that you see are not the same people that you see. Sometimes they are, but you have people who get on Facebook and they don't watch nothing but reels. You have some people who get on Facebook and they don't watch nothing but the stories. They may scroll a few times, but they like to let the stories roll. So you're losing out on money and you're leaving money on the table if you are not showing up in different parts of the platform. Okay? Does this make sense, y'all? Drop me a 3 in the comments if this makes sense. Now, I want you to be able to not just show up, but also how will you gain their attention? This is when it's time to drop that value. Think about if somebody just came across your business, what do they need to see from you? What makes you as a consumer, not as the business owner, we're taking off the business owner hat for a second. When you come across people in the online space and you see content on their page and you like, oh, this is good. Let me follow them. Let me add them as a friend. What makes you say that? Is it because it was valuable? Did it make you laugh? Was it relatable? Remember, your customers are you in one of 3 forms. They're either who you used to be, who you are currently, or who you are becoming. The people that you resonate with their content, your audience needs to resonate with you that same exact way. That same exact way. I want y'all to understand this. So I'm going to say it again. Your customers are you in one of 3 forms. Who you used to be, who you are currently, or who it is that you are becoming. Okay? So all of your customers that you get, y'all ever got customers and you like, dang, they cool. It's because they resonate with you because they are a version of you. Now, when you get those customers that you like, woo, I wouldn't sell nothing else to her, right? What makes you say that? Were they difficult? Or were you just impatient and didn't want to answer any questions? The goal with content and how you show up is the fact that you need to answer their questions beforehand. Now, I get people who are like, hey, just invoice me. Let's do a clarity call. I'm ready. Invoice me. That means that my content has answered the majority of their questions before we even hop in my DM or before they have hopped on a sales call with me, right? Your content can do that. Okay? Marquita said, I'm visual, so I look for content where I can learn something. Exactly. That's really good. That's really good that you know that. Now, your audience needs that same thing from you. That's how they want you to show up as well. Okay? That's how they want you to show up as well. So, guys, the easiest way to get conversions, the easiest way to get follows, video content and reels. Video content and reels. Even on TikTok, Instagram, okay? That's the easiest way for people to be able to see you, hear you. They get a feel from your vibe, okay? How many people's lives do you watch? Now, think about the people who you watch. It's always the same people going live on social media. It's the same people that we see who are steadily, consistently going live, posting reels, talking to us how I'm talking to you guys, right? We all know, like, okay, I know y'all can think of 3 to 5 people off the top of y'all head that go live consistently, right? Those are the people who they know that people need to see them, hear them, right? And get a feel of their vibe. It's easier if we can make content conversational. But y'all are over here overthinking reels, and y'all thinking y'all gotta do all the dances and y'all gotta it's rare y'all gonna see me dance on a reel. I'm gonna tell y'all that now. Okay? What she say? You, Deb, and my girl Chrissy. Okay. Yes. Shout out to Deb. That's my girl. So I want y'all to think about that. But when you go live, the key to going live is to already have an outline. Y'all know when I go live, I'm going to have some notes because I strategically plan what we're going to talk about. And I don't plan this based off what I want to tell you guys. I base this off of what my consults were for the week or my mentorship sessions and what a lot of their problems or things that they came to me with as far as like what to do next in their business or where they lack. This is why I started off this week with mindset. It's a lot of people who are discouraged because they're like, we in Q4, the year's almost over, we're to the holiday season, and my business is not where I thought it would be by the end of the year. So we need to address the why. And when we start discussing the why, people are like, well, I deeded from my goals. I took a break. I felt crazy for even leaving my job. So they go back to what's not working. Okay? Because listen, entrepreneurship is not for the faint of heart. It's hard out here some days. It's overwhelming some days. But I want you to understand that you can simply, it may not be simple, but you can attack that overwhelm. Every negative thought that you have, replace it immediately with a good thought. Replace it with something positive. Even if you're not where you want to be with your goals, you're not where you were at the beginning of the year. And that's progress. That's something to be proud of. Okay? Now, the next thing is number 9. If you take your notes, write down when. We just covered who, what, and where. Now we're going to talk about when. When do you need to start? Right now. Right now. Start showing up. I don't want y'all to start be like, January 1st, I'm going to come out the gate swinging. No, you're not. I'm going to tell you why you're not. You may come out and you're going to stay consistent for a little bit, and then the consistency ends. I'm encouraging you to start now, because now you can create a habit. It takes 21 days to create a habit. If you start showing up for your business now, if you get out of your comfort zone now, if you start trusting yourself, cutting off those people, getting mentally prepared and coming out swinging, by January, your sales will already be elevated. Okay? Your sales will already be rolling. They will already be coming in. Building that trust. Your email list will grow. All of those things will already be done. Hold on, my little thing back here is falling. Okay. Okay? So I want you guys to understand that part of it, okay? Now, let's talk about the why. Let's talk about the why. Marquita said, new year, new me. No, facts, okay? Thank y'all for taking notes. Thank y'all. Okay, the why. You taking notes. Number 10 is the why. The why is, what is your ultimate goal? What is your ultimate goal? Okay? You need to be clear on how many people you need to help. How many people? Your love for your business and your passion, your drive, what pushes you to get up every day and show up for your business even when you don't feel like it. It has to be deeper than money. How many people do you need to help to hit your goal every time on time? Okay? This is the money formula that I use. This is the money formula. So, I'm going to give y'all examples. A lot of people are like, hey, I want to make my first 6 figures. I made $75K this year. I want to scale to $100K. This is what I would tell them to do. The first thing is, how much do you want to make annually? Okay? Annually. If somebody said they want to make $100K annually, you would divide that by 12. You take your annual goal and divide it by 12. Why 12? Because it's 12 months in a year. So, when you divide it by 12, that gives you your monthly goal. Okay? Your monthly goal. This means that you would need $8,334 every single month. Okay? $8,334. Take that number and divide it by 4. Divide it by 4. You're dividing it by 4 because it's generally, in most of the months of the year, it is 4 weeks in every month, right? So when you divide by 4, your weekly goal is now $2,084 per week. $2,084 per week. Now, you're going to need to, am I frozen, y'all? Let me know in the comments. I'm going to keep going, but let me know in the comments. Now you're going to take that weekly goal and you're going to divide it either by 6 or by 7. I'm going to tell you why. If you plan to work 7 days per week, you divide it by 7. If you plan to work 6 days per week, you divide it by 6. I'd recommend 6 days per week. That way you can at least have an off day, right? So your daily goal, if you're working 7 days per week, is going to be $274 per day. If you're working 6 days a week, it would be $347 per week. Did y'all get that? Okay, it was briefly. Okay, thank you. Did y'all get that? Drop me a 4 in the comments if y'all got the money formula. Now you need to say, or write down rather, how many products do I need to sell? How many people do I need to sell to make $274 or $347 a day? How many people do I need to help? Okay? That's literally the simplest way to break down the money formula. Okay? Because I always say the money is going to follow the value. Your market is not oversaturated by any means. It's not. Okay? Be relatable and authentic in your content. Not boring. Don't just say click this, buy this. You want to actually tell people why they need what it is that you have to offer. Okay? And there is no such thing as overselling in my book, but the goal is to be so good at marketing your offer that your audience doesn't feel like they're being sold to. Think about it. When you go to the mall, we all see the people who have either the flat irons or the people that clean your shoes. What do they say? Can I flat iron your hair? Let me clean your shoes. You could have just walked out of Foot Locker with some new shoes on your feet. They still gonna ask you to clean them shoes, right? We don't want to give out those type of vibes. But when you go to your favorite store and they're helping you, they're making sure things fit well. They may even be taking what you don't want and putting it back on the rack. They're helping you. They're treating you like a seed. They're watering you. They're making sure that you have a good experience. You don't feel like you being sold to, right? And don't let them give you a coupon at the register, baby. It is on, right? It is on. So you don't want to make your audience feel like they are sold to. You want them to feel like a seed instead of a sale. A seed, you water it, it grows. They're going to come back and see you, right? So, y'all got it? Say yes if y'all got this. Because one of the reasons why businesses fail is because of lack of execution and lack of knowledge. It's deeper than the money. And when you don't show up, you cannot get paid if you do not show up. I want y'all to understand this. You have to understand the business breakdown and what it takes to grow your business. You have to know things like your sales goals, your profits, what to do when you're marketing. Okay? You have to know how to invest and make smart investments in your business. These are the languages of your business. Okay? You have to invest and be thirsty to learn. Let me tell y'all why some of you guys struggle with investing in your business. Every strategy works. Honestly, any strategy works when you apply it. Some are more niche related strategies, but every strategy works. The thing here is that a lot of times we may book a coach. Now, after I did my rebrand, this is from my personal experience. I booked a rebrand. I had a high ticket rebrand. It was about $70K over the course of like 9 or 10 months. Honestly, it was high ticket. We did everything. Photo shoot, offers, website, literally everything, right? Now, after I launched my brand back in November, I had a coach reach out to me, a different coach, and she was like, hey, I can help you, blah, blah, blah. So me being nosy, honestly, I was like, well, how can you help me? She said, let's relaunch your business. It sounded good when she said it, how her verbiage, how she communicated, it sounded great. However, it would have not been a smart investment on my part because I just launched. My business would need now, instead of a coach, a business manager as the next tier of support. Somebody who's coming in and helping me manage what I've already paid for and what I've already built. So sometimes we feel like my business isn't going anywhere because we're paying and investing into the wrong things. It would not make sense for me to launch twice. And y'all would have been looking at me like, what is she doing over here? Didn't she just launch? She doing a relaunch? We would have been like, Uncle Clifford, this the reopening, right? No, we're not doing it. So you have to be smart with how you invest in your business. Business is going to make you grow as a person mentally while you build the business. You must first be able to influence yourself and be your own first customer before you can even think about influencing an audience. You have to be your first customer, okay? You need to be proactive in your business instead of reactive. A lot of us are reactive. We wait until we have that slow month and we like, oh shoot, what did I do? Well, how can I hurry up and fix this? When if you look at the trends from the year before, maybe you know that October was your slowest month last year too. And had you kept up with the analytics and your data, you would have saw I needed something else. I needed a campaign. I needed to do heavier marketing in the month of October because it was also my slowest year. It was my slowest month last year. We have to be able to look at the facts. A like is not a fact. Somebody shared it. That's great. That's amazing. However, what matters in business is your data, knowing your analytics. Those are the numbers that matter. Okay? Now, that's what I mean when I say be proactive. Don't wait until you get to the slowest month and now you're scrambling and you feel overwhelmed and all over the place because we planned to fail because we didn't make a plan. I want you to be the smartest business owner in the room, not the hardest working, the one who is the smartest, the one who understands their sales strategy, the one who executes, the one who knows that she doesn't have to stay up 18 hours working on her business because she's executing. She knows what her income producing activities are. Okay? Be willing to invest, make smart investments, and do the work for your brand. If you can get one customer, you can get 10, you can get 100 customers, you can even get 1,000 customers. But if you got that one, what you have, that's showing you that there's a need and there's an audience out there that is willing to pay you for what you have. The easiest way to increase your speed of growth in business is by strategically planning each moving part of your business. It doesn't matter if you plan it for the month, but you want to have that focus product. What am I focusing on for this month? What am I highlighting for? What am I highlighting with my audience for this month? Okay? You want to be able to communicate with your audience effortlessly. You are the person that you dating, your sneaky link, whoever. You know that person. You know their likes. Excuse me. You know their likes, their dislikes. Even what their favorite colors are. Y'all know what y'all gonna talk about with the tea, what trending topics y'all tend to talk about and connect on. That's the same type of conversations you need to have with your audience. You don't have to wonder, do they like Mexican food? Do they like wine? If you're wondering, you're not tapped in just yet. And you can't strategically plan if you don't know who your marketing efforts are meant for. Now, this last little tidbit I'm gonna give y'all, and then I'm gonna hop off in a second. Another thing that I want to encourage you guys not to do is stop living the dream too early. Stop living the dream. That's great. You had your first 10, 20, 30K month. Save, invest, and be smart with your money. It's heartbreaking when I have people who come to me and they've had their best month and they may not know how to duplicate it, but they don't have the money to buy more product or to even pay for their website because they weren't responsible because they had that one good month. And then they thought it was just going to roll on autopilot after that, right? I'll never forget I had a client. She came to me, her business was about to go down the drain, honestly. And she came and she was like, I'm going to give it another try. I see you online. I like you. I helped her make 10K in a month. She went and bought a 10K purse. She didn't have the money to pay her rent after that. And I was just like, why would you do that? Why would you do that? Like, wait until you can afford to have 10K in the purse before you just spend all your profits on a purse, right? You want to be able to learn how to watch, learn, adapt, and plan and make necessary adjustments in business. This challenges you and helps you create boundaries. Understanding what needs to happen in your business is the key to you winning effortlessly and consistently. Okay? And your experiences with people have truly, truly molded how you act, your lifestyle, the way that you think, the way that you run your business. Being an entrepreneur means that you do need to unlearn some things in order to pivot to get to that next tier of success. Okay, we all have to go through an unlearning phase, right? I did. I can be completely transparent. I was like, I can just run my business in my free time. Biggest lie ever told on social media was you can build a brand in your free time. It's a lie. We have to put in overtime to get out of that overwhelm. We have to put in overtime. We got to put in the man hours. We have to plan. We have to execute. And doing it in our free time when we outside, we got kids, some of us have jobs. That's not a very smart thing to do. Whoever came up with that, like who told us that years ago? That was the biggest lie ever told. So sometimes we tend to take things personally when it comes to our business when we shouldn't. And believe me, I get it. You've invested your money, your sweat equity, your time. You've even had some prostitution prices before. But the reality of this is that we have to be able to take constructive criticism when it's good constructive criticism. We can't take criticism from people who haven't constructed anything. We have to be able to say, this person may or may not sell what I sell, but they're also an entrepreneur and they're at the next level of where I'm trying to go and they're giving me advice. Sometimes we don't need to take offense to what people are telling us needs to be updated or upgraded or fixed in our business. We cannot attract a better caliber of a customer with a broken business model. We cannot attract a better caliber customer with a broken business model. It's like dating and you keep attracting the wrong person. You know that you keep attracting this narcissist, this huge liar, and you like, dang, it seems like I'm getting the same dude every time I start dating, the same dude in a different body. Why? You can't expect your customers to treat you like the you that you see on your vision board. The you that you know you're a visionary, so you can already see it. The thing is that you haven't shown this version of yourself to your audience. You haven't communicated this with them. Okay? We have to understand that we have to communicate effectively with people. We in a relationship with customers. Like, I'm taking y'all on a date right now as we speak. We spinning the block with our wine. I'm taking y'all on a date, okay, as we speak. I learn more about you guys, your pain points. I talk to you guys. This is not a quickie. This is not a one and done. You have to be able to take your audience on a date. Your content is literally asking people out on a date. Shoot your shot. Shoot your shot, okay? So I want y'all to understand this. This was in 2023, but we gonna start right now. We are getting out of the cycle. We getting off that hamster wheel of having prostitution prices, procrastination, being humble, playing small. We're going all in. You have to do something different in order to get a change. Okay, this is your business is the opportunity to change the trajectory of your whole life. If it was easy, it's a reason why only 2% of people win. If it was easy, everybody and their mama would be an entrepreneur. Some people are meant to stay consumers. But if you on this live, if you my friend on social media and you engage with me and I engage with you, that's not us. So it doesn't matter where you came from, how you grew up. You have the choice to go all in for your business. And just like Natasha said, we are breaking the cycles. I want y'all to understand how important this is, how you going to the next level. Our children literally will not have to clock in for anybody else when we can hand down a business. Okay, well, nobody, they don't have to request vacation time either. Because you can make your business profitable. You can make yourself popular. You can show up and get to the next level, and your children can inherit a business. Okay? Just imagine you being older, you're elderly, you're checking off everything like, dang, this was my vision, this was on my bucket list. You checking it off, and your child is running your business. It's so important to us to speak life into our children and to be able to build the foundation. Our children should be able to stand on our shoulders and say, dang, my mama or my daddy, they really paved the way. I don't have to start from the bottom, because we're no longer glorifying starting from the bottom. If you got it out the mud, your baby should not have to get it out the mud. I want y'all to understand that. Natasha said, my children are listening right now. Oh, hey, babies. Hey, babies. So our duty is to teach them the things that we did not learn. We're all in this learning process as we go through our businesses. And we learn and we pivot and we heal and we stop playing small and we stop being humble. These are the same things that we need to be teaching our babies. Whether they act like they listening or not, we all got that one that's like, I hear you. But they're listening. They're listening and they're paying attention. And more importantly, they're watching you. They're watching how you show up. They're watching your consistency. They may not acknowledge it right now, but they are watching. And it is our duty as the business owner, as the wife, even if you're a single mother, it is your duty to put your children on. If you don't have children, imagine handing your niece or nephew a business, a younger sibling a business. Imagine how powerful that is. Imagine how powerful that is. Did y'all feel like this training was good? Drop me an emoji if you felt like this was good. Drop me the emoji. Y'all see my assistants, Nicole and Ebony, on here moderating for me. Ow. Hey, y'all. So, guys, let me tell y'all something, because I get so many people. Thank you, Marquita. I get so many people who are like, I always see you talk about your incubator program. People come, they get results. Like, when you going to do another one? And I usually only do one per quarter. I'm going to bring it back. We're going to spin the block one more time before the end of the year, right? So it is a hybrid coaching program, meaning that there are multiple ways to learn, different methods to learn. Inside of the incubator, the first thing that you get is 4 one-on-one coaching calls with me. We're going to go over who your audience is, what their pain points are, and we're going to dive deep. We also go over the content they need to see, your marketing strategy, and your sales strategy, because they're very different things. Okay? Your sales strategy has to align with your marketing strategy. Okay? Now, you also get access to some of my favorite people. Not only do you get access to my team, you get to talk to them, communicate with them, ask them questions. They're in trainings. They're in your messaging channel. My team actually becomes your team. So you have a whole marketing team actually standing 10 toes down behind you. We believe in your brand just as much as you do. You also get access to my personal mindset coach, who is Mark. And you get access to my assistant, Nicole, who has an ads agency. And baby, listen, she is the GOAT. She is how I grew my page to 15,000 followers on my business page. I don't trust nobody else to run my ads. And I know how to run ads, and I'm not running my own. But Nicole is the GOAT. Okay, shameless plug. You also get access to 5 of our courses. They're different strategies. How to make 1K in 7 days, 10K in 30 days, how to make profits from your live streams, attraction marketing strategies. And you also get access to our vendor vault. If you've been following me for long enough, you know I done sold hair, clothes. I done sold some of everything, right? Now, I was great with record keeping, and I kept all my vendors. I give them to y'all for no additional charge, right? Now, every Thursday, we also go live in the group. Group coaching, in my opinion, is great for people because you get to learn all the things that I learned, or all the things that I know about target audience, your product spectrum, how to tell if people can come, if your program or your offers are good enough for people to come back and keep buying. What's the next tier of support for your offers? We go over making sure you don't have those prostitution prices I'm always talking about. We teach you how to build your tribe through content. We're going over strategy. We're going over common mistakes and how to plan and project properly in your business. We also go over email marketing, and y'all know Nicole I was just bragging on. Nicole, there she go in the comments. Nicole also comes in and she teaches you ads. So when people come into this program, we've had people who have literally the next day they were like, I started the ads, Nicole, I got 6 sales, I got 12 sales. Because when you go through the program, this is building up your full business, and we're doing it with you. You have a team behind you. Okay? Now, what am I missing? So you have group coaching, you have one-on-one coaching. Now, this is the thing, and this is why I created this program in the first place. The incubator used to be all a la carte. Like, you could get the courses, you could get the group, or you could get the one-on-one coaching. I combined it because I was like, a lot of people, like, it's like something missing. So I combined it where you get everything. So altogether, if y'all bought these things a la carte, it would be over $20,000. However, we have discounted it to 50% off for this next round only. We only have 15 spaces, I believe 13 now. We only have 13 spaces, but with everything included, everything, and daily marketing tips, daily help. I give y'all homework, and believe me, it's not busy work. Not a fan of busy work. I got too many kids and clients. So we're not doing busy work. We have a workbook, and every week the training that we do aligns with the workbook so that you can understand exactly what it is in your business that you want to do and where you are now. And that way we can fill in your gaps. Here's the thing. You do have to turn in your homework, and we actually do go over and read your homework, and we give you feedback. If it's good, that's great. If there are gaps in your business, we're going to cover how to bridge those gaps. Okay? So, guys, this program is $3,500 in full. It's 50% off what we usually charge. And let me tell Miss Nina said the weekly check-ins with your staff is great too. Thank you. Yes, Ebony comes in every Monday, and she wants to know your goals for the week. And Friday, we gonna see if you actually implemented, and if you didn't, what was the gap that held you back from executing? Like, not kidding. Y'all want an accountability partner? Listen, my team don't be playing. We do not play at all about you hitting your goals. I literally had a lady come in. She has a brick and mortar company. Y'all, let me tell y'all something funny. She was like, I'm stuck at 20K months. And I was like, well, that's nothing to sneeze at, but okay. So she like sailed right on by the fact that she did 15,000 one week. And the current week, this was like last week, she was like, oh, I did 56K this week. Ma'am, hold the heck on. We're not finna breeze by that when you was mad about 20K weeks and you've like quadrupled it in less than a month. Like, ma'am, hold on. And she said specifically it was from our one-on-one sessions, those weekly meetups in that group, but also she loved how my team showed up for her. A lot of people say, I got a team, I got employees, I got contractors. Let me be honest. That's great if other people got a team, but if they're your team, why don't your clients get access to your team? My assistants literally come in and they are additional tiers of support. Y'all get to meet Nicole. Y'all get to meet Ebony. We have Leia. Like, my team, like, I'm not kidding. Y'all, we have a whole Slack channel. And my team comes in and we talk to y'all. All of us come in and talk to y'all. If we get to ads week in here and you're like, I still have a question about an ad, I'll be like, Nicole, I already seen it. I might call them. Like, we argue about this all the time because I'm like, we can't call everybody every day. That's so Nicole. Okay, listen, I pay my team to show up for you guys. That's part of why they're on the payroll. Okay, so you have a marketing team behind you. So when you see me post those big numbers, listen, it's not far-fetched from you. It's not. You need a team of people, a group of people, a circle of people who believe in your business just as much as you do. Who are going to say on that day when you're like, I don't know about executing today. You have to be able to say, y'all, I'm not feeling it today. Because we're going to help you through it. We're going to talk you through it. We're going to address those things because we all have those days. Business requires us to be creatives. But being honest, we're not always in a creative space. What do you do on those days? Who can you reach out to and talk to on those days? So guys, the whole program is 9 weeks long. And we start, it's really 10 weeks because the week before we have a pre-gaming where I am sending you out your workbook. We have a questionnaire because I want to know the way that you learn, the things that you feel like you need, and what your goals are, because we're going to hold you accountable to those goals. We're not dropping the ball at all. And this is going to make your business marketable, and it's going to make it scalable. And this is what's going to help you with your visibility and awareness and getting those leads. And we also have this thing called Follow Up Friday, where we are going to be reminding you how to close and to follow up with these people, okay? So we like to call it our one-hitter quitter program. It's our bestseller, and the one-on-ones are mandatory. Like if y'all skip a week or y'all are like, I don't know, like I'm busy, that's okay, life happens. However, let me say this. Ebony is going to be like, Melanie, have you talked to her this week? She's not on our books. Okay, we need an appointment, and she gonna be calling y'all then. Okay, so you get more than me as your coach. You really get access to my team. Nicole said, because Melanie be on me. Everybody gonna win around here. Facts. My team is my accountability partners, and they are your accountability partners. So if you are interested in joining our program, and even if you get in on a payment plan, that's fine. We're willing to work with you. I'm not the person that's like, once it's paid in full, that's when we can start. I'm not like that. Once you make your initial payment, if you be like, girl, I'm ready, I got to start them one-on-ones now, we can actually make that happen. So listen, go ahead and get on in. Keontae said, I would love to upgrade. Drop us a message in Slack. You can. Drop us a message in Slack, and we'll get you upgraded. For sure. Keontae is a current client. Hey, boo. So thank y'all so much for coming and spending a block with me on this bedtime broadcast. I appreciate you guys. I hope that y'all took notes. I said no replay, but I'm going to leave this up for a little bit just so that the people who came in a little late can have time to go back and rewatch. Okay? So thank y'all. Do not procrastinate. We're not going back to that strategy that didn't work. Click that bit.ly link, bit.ly, apply with HMH. That way you can get in, you can pay in full, you can do a payment plan, but we are going to grow your business. It's time to get serious. We're not playing with you. You don't need to play with you. Okay, big flex. We're going all in. Remember those words we put: alignment, consistency. Okay, so I'm just encouraging you guys to go all in. So thank y'all so much, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, y'all.